Step into Dave's dimension so wild, where chaos rules and sanity's exiled. Tech toys and gadgets fill the air. Superheroes talk without a care. In this realm of wires and might, late night sessions feel so right. Insanity's dance we all embrace, a smile found on every face. Dave's dimension, here we roam, a place where minds can freely comb. Tech and toys blend in the fray, superheroes light the way. Dave's dimension, here we roam, a place where minds can freely comb. Tech and toys blend in the fray, superheroes light the way. Unbox the wonder, see them shine. Every spark a moment in time. Gadgets speaking in mystic tones, Dave's world where the unknown's known. Chaos reigns with vibrant glee, insanity's harmony set us free. From gadgets grand to heroes tall, Dave's dimension answers the call. Dive deep into the pixel sea, unveil secrets so free. When tech meets the fantastic sprawl, Dave's name echoes in the hall.
Hey guys, welcome back again to another Tuesday Night Talks at Dave's Dimension. Let me know how the volume's coming through. We've been doing a little tweaking with the sounds. So please let me know if this sounds better or this does. So let me know. So guys, welcome back again to another Tuesday Night Talks where anything and everything will go down. This is Dave's Dimension, the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. And of course, guys, your home, your base for tech, toys, and talk, and a lot more. We got, of course, Ultra Carzilla in his ass. Ultra Carzilla says, Ultra Carzilla's in the house, and anyone who watched Monday Night Raw on Netflix was upset about the glitches because it was upsetting me and everyone who, man. Now, see, here's the thing. There was a lot of issues with that Tyson match that they aired. But then when Monday Night Raw went live, the very first week, and, well, oh, I didn't mean to do that. My camera's a little sensitive. And the first couple of weeks, it was pretty good. It seemed like everything was coming out pretty well. You know, footage, streaming. But for some reason, they had glitches upon glitches upon glitches upon glitches last night. Don't get me wrong, they had some really cool. Again, I'm doing this because I'm doing this as just a natural movement. It zooms in on me. It was a pretty good show for the most part, but those glitches, yeah, they were getting annoying. It was definitely getting annoying. I, for one, completely agree with that. Let's take a look what else is being said. Ultra Carousel says, aside from glitches, I hated the New Day or Boo Day one against the LWO, and I hope Rey Mysterio kicks Logan's ass next week. Hey, we will see what happens. There's a lot of things going on. You know, Penta seemed like he got kind of the short end of the stick as well, so I'm sure it has to do with the storyline. So we'll see. We'll see what happens moving forward. Yes. Thanks. I mean, glitches aside, it is nice to watch Raw. That match between Sami Zayn versus Punk, that was a pretty good one. I was kind of curious as to see which way it was going to go because I almost thought it could go either way. But then, because of course, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't watched it, Owens coming out afterwards to attack Sami Zayn, which I really don't get. I think they're going to play Owens like completely has flipped his switch. He's lost his mind, and he's just going to go down a psychotic rabbit hole. I think that's the way they're going to play Owens right now. It was cool to see, Punk and Sami Zayn, storyline wise, do a handshake. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, it was just all kinds of weird. I'm not sure what the hell was going on with that. Um, but I mean, it's wrestling. It's it's more the masculine soap opera. Let's be honest. That's what wrestling is nowadays, anyways. Let's see what else. Alter Carzell says, I hated that the referee did not kick Raquel Rodriguez out of the arena during Io Sky and Liv Morgan's match. And I especially got upset when Liv Morgan won via disqualification. I mean, you kind of knew. You just kind of knew that's kind of where it was going. Let's be honest. I mean, WWE refs, they're following the script just like everything else. Just like the Chiefs in the NFL. It's a script just like everything else. So we'll see what happens. Something's going on with my Talk Studio platform because I'm seeing the mess. Because what I always do when I stream, and I'm actually going to show you guys this. When I stream, this is what I do. I actually have. Let me see if I can pull up everything. Okay, so what I do is when I'm streaming, I actually keep a tab for YouTube open. I have two monitors. My main monitor is where I keep Talk Studio and maybe one or two other tabs, but then I keep everything else off to the side here so I can keep a tab on the live stream so I can see if I'm having glitch issues or if there's posts there popping up. It seems like the posts are popping up on YouTube before they're popping up on Talk Studio, which is not good. That's not a great thing to have. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep monitoring it throughout the night. But we got a lot more to talk about, guys. Not just wrestling. And by the way, those who are watching right now, I know there's like 3 people watching. Do me a favor. I want to know what you guys' opinion. Would you guys be opposed if Dave's Dimension moved Tuesday Night Talks to Monday Night Raw Talks? Should we move it to Monday nights? That way we can kind of have a live chat discussion going on while Monday Night Raw is airing. And maybe we talk tech toys and talk along the matches of Raw. What do you guys think about that? Would you guys be open to that? I really want to know your thoughts. Ultra Carzil says, I wish Goldberg and Hogan were at the Royal Rumble match so CM Punk can throw their dusty asses over the top ropes. I honestly don't think we'll see Hulk Hogan anytime soon after he got his ass booed from that premiere Monday Night Raw on Netflix. So I don't see we'll be seeing him anytime soon. Politics plays a big, a big factor. Let's be honest. But again, a lot can't be said about that. We know Hulk Hogan was pro MAGA, and so was Vince McMahon. I mean, it's a whole thing. But who knows? Who knows what the future will hold? Royal Rumble should be very interesting. Elimination Chamber's coming up very soon. Elimination Chamber is actually happening not too far from where I am. I'm in, Grand Island, New York. And Toronto is just a very, very short drive from here. So, I'm not. I can't. I have some major bills coming up, so my attentions will be drawn towards those. But guys, I want to hear your thoughts. Should we switch nights? Should we move Tuesday Night Talks over to Monday? Monday Night Monologue. No, we're not going to call it that. We'll come up with a name for Monday nights if we do shift over to Monday nights. It just seems like Tuesdays. There's a lot of big shows happening on Tuesdays. That let's be honest, those channels are channels and communities that have a much more larger following and stronger draw than yours truly does. I mean, it's a fact. It is a fact. Let's actually pull that up. See if we can go to lives. So if I click on lives right now, let's take a look at what is actually going on live. I'm going to pull that up right now. So I'm seriously considering going to a different night just for the sheer fact of this. Let's pull this up. Okay, so here we are. Here's my homepage of YouTube. Now, we don't have any lives going on right now. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, go ahead and check out Colbane Games. He is doing Red Dead Online. Oh, I'm going to be missing that because, well, I work until 9. I work till 9:05, and then I have a late night dinner, and then I will be watching some YouTubes or working on some printing. Got a couple printing projects. I even have a few people requesting me to make some prints, so that's going to be fun and interesting. But let's go to lives. Okay, so these are channels or suggestions that YouTube is throwing at me right now. Of course, we got, let's see here. There's a lot of people going live right now. Calls from Beyond. That's interesting. We got game streams going on. We got a lot of vlogs, a lot of editorial commentaries. We got some news. We got some gaming going on. There's also some, let me see, who else is going on right now? Let's see here. We got Inside the Booth. Dave's Dimension, crazy guy. We got Kato's Collection is live right now. We got, of course, WWE, uploading their videos. We got Punish Props. They just released. More WWE. We got Arcade Pop going on right now. Punk is premiering a video right now. So obviously, he's a larger channel, gets a larger draw. Punk with Toys. He's going on. You got Ultimate Wolf. Disavowed Action Figures. They're premiering right about an hour ago. So there's a lot of people who are live and a lot of people who are premiering right now. So that's part of the thing here. Geeked Out Live is going on right now. I bet if we click on them right now, okay. Oh, it looks like they just finished. But see, that's the thing. Tuesday nights tend to be pretty hard. A lot of these were going on at 8 o'clock. I'm going live at 9 o'clock, but then a lot of people are already engaged in their live streams that they already started watching. So it turns into a whole thing as to, well, should we stay on Tuesday nights in this 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock time slot, or what do we do? I mean, what do we do? I mean, that's the thing I need to look at. Could I go on live later? Sure. But I think Tuesday nights is just a weird, crazy night to kind of try and do streams. I honestly feel that way. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of people, a lot of channels. It's kind of hard. Like, okay, Zach's Tech Turf. He's a pretty popular tech channel. He can be a bit, I don't know, a little egotistical, a little, bit in his head. You got Purple Gang going live on Thursday, of course. We got a lot of, let's face it, YouTube is filled with tons of content. So Tuesdays, they're just hard for me to kind of go live. Yeah, well, it's not hard for me to go live. It's just that it's a little, I'll be honest, it's a little disconcerting when you're only getting some lower draws, but we do pick up on the replays. But guys, let's get back to the show. What do you say? Enough of that talk, right? Let's see here. Ultra Carzilla also saying, I also wish it was Tamatanga who attacked Akira Tozawa and stole his spot at the Royal Rumble, and had it happen, it could have overshadowed an Alpha Academy versus Tamatanga and Jacob Fatu match. I mean, it's interesting to see the fallout of the two tribes that we had going on. And Alpha Academy, I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of Alpha Academy. I'm not impressed by them, not one bit. I'm kind of getting back into wrestling. I was always a big wrestling fan back in the day, but then when we cut the cord and I moved out to Grand Island, wrestling just took a back seat. It wasn't that prominent and that big in my life. There was other things I was focusing on, but it's kind of nice to kind of get back into it, talking with, of course, our brother Dre and a whole bunch of other people. It's kind of cool to get back into it. So I am considering Tuesday nights, or not Tuesday nights, but Monday nights. So you guys let me know in the chat or in the comment section below, should we move to Monday nights? Let us know. And of course, don't forget, every Tuesday night, we have Tuesday night, every Friday night. I forgot what day it was. Every Friday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern on the Outer Dimensions podcast, and also simulcasted on Dave's Dimensions channel, we have the Outer Dim The Outer Dimension podcast is back. The Brothers of Deconstruction are back every Friday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern to disassemble, take apart, and reanalyze and just hash it out. As always, going over some awesome movies. Dre and I have some very cool picks coming up this week. Also stay tuned. We have some guests coming in the next few weeks. So please stay tuned for that. We got a lot of craziness, a lot of retro awesomeness coming our way. But guys, what do you say we get into the show? We get moving forward, keep it going, and I hope anyone who might be watching is having a great night. We are talking about doing a hot toy unbox, but I think that's going to depend on how many people we get watching. We may just, if we only have a few people, maybe we will push it off until the next week or until something else. We'll see what happens. But we recently did a poll on our YouTube channel. Let me just go ahead and pull that back up. So what we did was, now I don't like what YouTube did. This tab called Posts used to be Community tab, but they took that away and reformatted it as Posts. Now you still have all your community posts, but it's just called Post now. I'm like, where the hell is Community? I guess they did away with it. I'm not a big fan of that. So we did a post. I did this post a day ago. We are unboxing a hot toy. You tell me which one. Okay? I put which one. That's another thing. Why not give us a way to edit this and not just delete it? Let me edit this post. I mean, hell, Instagram lets you do that. I don't know. So we had No Way Home Doctor Strange, No Way Home Integrated Suit Spidey, and also Avengers 2012 Captain America from, of course, the Endgame when they go back in time. So we do have that one right here. Ready, willing, and able to be unboxed. So we will see if more people trickle in, but I also want to talk about a few other things we've been doing recently. So let me actually just hide that right there. So as you guys know, I'm really big into 3D printing. I love 3D printing. It's a hobby, it's a passion, it's something I've recently gotten into. And a lot of people seem to be enjoying the fact that I'm just going all in on 3D printing. I've been 3D printing little things like little mini puffs for some of the events, some of the Ghostbusters events that I do. Hey, Mega Dan Collects saying hey, yo in the chat. But I've also been expanding with some other stuff. Okay. Now, this is Bamboo Labs because I have a Bamboo Labs printer. I want to talk a little bit about them a little bit later. But first, let's go here. That's right, guys. This is a free file I found on Maker World, and you can probably find on Thingiverse and a few other spots. This is actually a little ice or Arctic dio that I 3D printed. Now, I can actually upscale this width-wise or even height-wise. Some people, like Destination Stone, commented in the chat that me and a few other people are in, that you could easily paint this to make it look like mountains, maybe put like little trolls a lot around them and do all kinds of stuff. Now, reason why I printed this was I'm trying to get my hands on the 1978 Superman, but Cyborg Superman Mafex will work as a nice little stand-in. So basically, we can have him standing as if he's in the Fortress of Solitude, or better yet, if I can reposition him, it almost looks like he's standing in front of one of the consoles where he would use the ice crystals. I can print this in different materials, by the way. There is also clear filament. Let me just show you guys this. Hold on. Hold on. Let's fix the cameras a little bit. Okay, let me see if I can. There we go. So this is what we 3D printed. Give you guys a nice little look here. Come on, get down here. There you go. And this did not take, it only took a couple hours to print. Something pretty easy, pretty simple. So I've been working on that. I really like how this came out, and this came out pretty damn sharp too. If you guys can hear that. So yeah, you can print this in different stuff. I do have some clear filament. I'm curious to see how this is going to come out if I print this with clear filament. So I am thinking of doing that. I've been printing some Lego Megafigs. Megafigs, not to be confused with a Megadan, but a Megafig. So a little, instead of your little mini Lego figures, they're about maybe about this high, you know, fully functional, just like a regular Lego fig would be. Rolando says, new Hoth playset? It could be. There's a lot of stuff you can 3D print with this. But let me show you guys this. Let's see. So this is it right here. Okay, Glacier for displaying models. So I could actually just click on this right now. You see here. So see, here's the bed. Here's the printing bed. Now, if I click on this, we have our frame. What I can do is I can do this. We can, let me move this down so you guys get a better view. We can shrink it. We can enlarge it. Now, obviously, if it gets too big, we have to cut it down into sections. Or, better yet, what if I wanted to shrink this down or make this taller? There's a lot of things we can do with this. And we can make it any color we want. You know, we can make it look like this. So you can definitely play around with it and make a whole little set right here. Ultra Carzil is asking, anyone saw the teaser for Jurassic World Rebirth? Because I made it very clear I'll not watch it after Dominion, which I despise, and I hate they gave the lead role to an overrated actress, Scarlett Johansson. I mean, that's one opinion right there. Clear crystals for Superman. I mean, that's the idea. I still have yet to get my hand on the Christopher Reeve Superman 78. But given that everyone and their grandmother is selling that for at least 40 bones and up, I don't think I'll be getting my hands on it. One, aside from the Christopher Reeve sculpt, I don't think that figure is worth $40. I don't even. I mean, it can be argued about maybe 30, but even then, the quality of McFarlane I don't think is there. Now, if they did a 78 to Mafex, then we can talk. But that's my whole thing. They should have given the lead role Jurassic Park Rebirth to underrated actors like Rinko Kalichi, Andrew Garfield, and Alan Rickson, as they're all very underrated. Andrew Garfield definitely is a great actor. Alan Rickson is a very good actor, but he's also in popular demand. When you get actors who are in popular demand, especially with Reacher, and he's also been featured in the recent Fast and Furious movie. He's got a lot of projects coming through the pipeline, well deserved, but I think he would still garner more than maybe what they're looking for. I don't know if Scarlett Johansson got it because of some kind of pre-existing picture deal, or because she knows someone who knows someone who knows someone. Who knows? I don't know. That's out of my purview. I don't know that, but it's definitely something to do some research on. And just for craps and laughs, yes, I do love my Mafex Cyborg Superman. If you're a Superman fan and you're a fan of the comics from the 90s, I highly recommend getting him, and also Steel, and also Eradicator coming through the pipeline very soon at Dave's Dimension. But I've also been 3D printing something else. Now, you guys know I am a Buffalo Bills fan. I'm still rocking my Bills hat right now. But do you guys know what my backup team is? Do you? Well, I decided to print something worthy for my backup team, because my backup team is going against the Kansas City Refs. I mean the Chiefs. So we will see what happens. But I think they seriously need to bring the Thunder. Yep, I printed myself our own version of Monier for the Philadelphia Eagles. Whoever wields this hammer commands the thunder, or commands the lightning. So let's go. Fly, Eagles, fly. Yes, I am pro Philadelphia Eagles. So yeah, I printed this up. And what's really cool is this is not that many pieces. This is one piece. We got our logos, our three-dimensional logo, mind you, one on each side. The disc at the top, the connector right here. The handle's one piece, and then we got the little capper at the bottom with some nice little Celtic symboling right there. And yes, you do have your little slit hole right here. So if you wanted to do a leather strap, or I don't know, get like a little lanyard, your football team, your NFL themed lanyard to put on here as a strap, and there you go. I actually got a few people asking me to print Buffalo Bills ones and a few other ones. So, and I do plan now. Obviously, this is not full to scale. This is not. This is to scale to the print, but I do plan on doing a larger one, so I can actually have a proper Thor's hammer. But I mean, for something nice and prop and fun, like I love this. It's terribly well balanced. So that's a little something fun I printed up recently. And I do have some more Lego figs I need to do. For any Doctor Who fans, I printed this sleeping angel out of this kind of cement stone material, which came out fantastic, actually. Came out fantastic. So there's that going on, guys. Let's see what else is going on in chat. Chat is crickets tonight, guys. We have about 5 watching. By the way, guys, if anyone ever wants to jump into the stream, guys, go into the video description below. You will find a link, and you guys can pop on if you want. Please let me know. So there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people were talking about the Fantastic Four trailer that came out today. Are any of you guys excited for Fantastic Four? A little bit of a hot take. Yours truly, I was not psyched about it. I really wasn't anything overly fantastic. I know that sounds really crazy because I'm a Marvel fan. Don't get me wrong. I love the Fantastic Four. However, I didn't feel enthused. I don't feel psyched. I mean, Marvel, as of late, has had a lot of hits and misses, guys. It's had a lot of hits and misses, okay? So let's just go right here. Let's go to the camera. So we're going to go right here. We're going to make sure there's no sound, by the way. I have sound turned off. So, I mean, here we go. We got the trailer, right? We see Reed, Sue, and probably some reporter or someone that they're talking with. We can see that right there. They're going to this nice, very, posh 1960s kind of vibe of a home, right? This is totally 60s. This is something we would have saw in James Bond. Rolando says, I am excited for Fantastic Four except for Thing's voice. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you guys my take on this. So we see them talking, and we see Reed, saying, we are a typical family. Every Sunday we have dinner, right? Everything's looking all posh and clean and a little bit, Jetson-like fantastic. Ultra Carazilla says, I just hope Fantastic Four Steps is a big improvement over Fantastic Four 2015, which I didn't even bother to finish when it used to be on Disney Plus. He's talking about the one where they went the much more younger routes with the Fantastic Four. The whole thing was just it was a big mess. It was a big mess. Nothing against the actors who were featured in the film, but it was just a big hot mess. It was not good. It was terrible. I blame the writing. I blame the studio. That's what I blame, not the actors. So here we go. We got Reed, and the thing is, one of my things, and this is weird, Reed with the mustache. We never saw Reed Richards really with facial hair, with the exception of in the comics. A lot of times, some of the more recent years, we would see him kind of rocking like a full beard. But my thing is, until I see the movie, I'm gonna feel a certain way about this. Pedro Pascal, I've never seen him in a role where he does a lot of exposition. When I say exposition, I mean like a lot of technical explaining. So I've never seen him do it. Not that he can't do it. I just can't picture him or hear him doing that. I mean, yes, he is the voice of Din Djarin, the Mandalorian. He's been featured in a lot of shows and a lot of movies. It's just I don't think I've ever seen him in a role that is very scientific. Not that he can't do it. He can definitely play Reed Richards. He can definitely play, a caring person. But we've always seen Reed Richards in the comics, in cartoons, as that kind of that scientific mind that gets lost in technology, but is not always emotionally there for his friends and family because he's usually engrossed in scientific. He's working on science projects. He's working on new experiments. He's engrossed in advancing technology and not always being the husband or the brother-in-law or the best friend that he really should be. And we've seen that portrayed in the early 2000s Fantastic Four movies. So I mean, there's that. I really now the actress who plays Sue Storm, I don't really recall her seeing her much, so I can't really talk of her. But I definitely think she's a step up from Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba is not the greatest actress in the world. Nothing against her personally. When they had her in the Fantastic Four movie, she was just eye candy. I mean, even the bad contacts that she was rocking. I mean, at least with this actress, and her name escapes me at this time, so I do apologize. At least they seem to complement each other, and it's going to be interesting to see how she portrays Sue Storm. Is she going to be the strong Sue type, or is she going to be the emotional, uh, going back and forth and kind of torn between things? I mean, it's going to be interesting to see which take they actually write her as. And you got like the retro Marvel banner, which is kind of cool. I'll give them that. The retro Marvel banner is kind of cool. Now, there you go, man. The Baxter Building is sick, man. They are making the Baxter Building. I mean, right now the Baxter Building is making Stark Tower, aka Avengers Tower, its a little bitch. It really is. I mean, take a look at that. This thing is ginormous. Now, I still don't fully understand how this is going to work with the modern Marvel MCU. Is this another Earth? Is this like another Earth, like with Deadpool, or is this our Prime Earth 616? And is this like some alternate timeline or something? Because in our timeline, it looked like the first time we saw superheroes was with, Iron Man. So is this a precursor? I mean, wouldn't something like this been a major competitor when it comes to like Stark Technologies? I mean, it begs a lot of questions, but I mean, don't get me wrong. The Baxter Building is monolithic. It is badass. It is glorious. Now, I'm not. One thing I will not knock down is the architecture and the set designs for this movie because they're definitely killing it. Okay, this is my opinion. This is a good trailer. It's just that what we show or what we are seeing or what we are shown in here, what we see is not something that really gets me jonesing. Okay, I am not fully motivated. Maybe that's because of past failures, or maybe it's I want to see what they actually do this time around with the Fantastic Four. Right now, between the 2015 and the early 2000s, I'm still more of a fan of the early 2000s. Chris Evans is Johnny Storm, freaking killed it. So here we go. We get, of course, we get our buddy, we get the robot, and here's the thing. I didn't mean to say it like that. I mean, here is the thing. But here's the thing about this. With the exception of like in the previous Fantastic Four movies, we saw the thing where like the stretchy tights around his waist, like from his waist down, or we'd see him rocking the overcoat. They actually got full-blown outfits that are wearable for him. Okay? And about friggin' time, that brow. That brow is what we've been missing. We've been missing this brow in the previous ones. I mean, don't get me wrong. Michael Chiklis, who played the thing in the early 2000s Fantastic Four, did a great job. He was able to do the gruff voice. He was fantastic. He was the perfect package. Now with this, they're getting a little bit more artistic, more money to do the outfit. Because I mean, look at this. They got this outfit here. Now, this looks like to be a mixture of CGI and practical effects. Hey, hello to a fellow Western New Yorker. David's life in the house. Hey, friend, how are things with you? I'm sick and I worked. Yeah, I've been stuffed up, congested. I've been sick, but the thing is, I work from home, so I don't really have much of an excuse unless I'm having an asthma attack. We're talking Fantastic Four trailer. I like the design of the suits. This looks very cool. Okay, I'm digging the four, and I'm digging the white trim on here, which is very reminiscent from the movies when we get Johnny Storm doing the number four symbol in the sky. So I'm digging this. I like the outfits. It looks cool. Of course, our little robot is perfectly matching Ben Grimm. Um, I mean, this looks cool, but I'm not jumping up and down. If I watch a trailer, I need something to really grab me and pull me in. Watching this trailer, it did not pull me in, not one bit. I know that's a hot take. It's a big hot take, but you know what? That's just how I am. That's just how I feel. Here we go. We got Ultra Carzilla saying, I hated when the Fantastic Four movie chose not to give the thing any clothes or trunks to wear, which disturbs me a lot. Yeah. So everyone's saying hello to everyone. Yeah, agreed that the outfit is cool. The outfit's cool. They give him a friggin' belt here, man. They give him like he's fully rocking out like 1960s, 1970s cartoons right here, So we got cooking with him and the robot. The robot's name is escaping me right now. But I heard people online clamoring that they want like a small Disney Plus special cooking with Ben. They want Ben and the robot to do like a little cooking show. And don't get me wrong, I love the aesthetic here. Take a look at the robot. We're gonna go back. Take a look at the robot again, right? Here we go. Watch its where it's supposed to be representative of its eyes. It's moving around like an old style tape data. Now, back in the 60s and 70s, a lot of computers, when you had computers that would sit on our desk, now you take a computer like that, it would probably fill up a couple floors of a building right now, right? And they used basically will look like film reels or audio reels as tape. It was tape data that was tape that was read off the tape, and that's kind of how this plays. Just take a look at its eyes. You see them moving around like you would see on an old reel-to-reel audio setup. I think that's cool. I like the technology. They're going with the 60s 70s aesthetic here. Don't get me wrong. He's got the natural gray coming through the sides. Looks good for Reed Richards, We got the button down, the straight collar button downs right there. We got the kind of a slender looking tie, very 1960s with the little dinner sweater right there. Computers used to take up the whole room. Yes, agree about the eye too. Yes, it's very cool. It's a nice little nod to the technology of the times. So far, the art style of the movie looks fantastic. However, again, I'm not psyched. And here's the thing: you guys know me. One half of the Outer Dimensions podcast, me and Dre, we commented on Archer's post on Instagram. So go check out Hey Archer on Instagram. He posted a little short about the trailer, and I am of the same mindset of Archer, whereas Dre was not. So it just goes to show you, not brothers, best friends are not always going to agree on everything, guys. And if you want more of that kind of dynamic, don't forget to check out the Outer Dimensions podcast every Friday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern on the Outer Dimensions podcast channel and also on Dave's Dimension. So we hear them talking. See, we got Ben and the robot cooking some more. And it's weird to see Ben being able to like actually cook and do all kinds of stuff. I'm digging like the chalkboards that kind of like come right out of the front room right there. So that's kind of cool. There you go. We'll watch the dynamic right there. Okay, we see a little flashback to them before they were changed by the cosmic rays. Again, they're going with that same white and blue pattern, but with a very 60s retro look for the spacesuits. And they're going with the old retro style, just like in the comics. So I'm digging this. I'm digging the again. I'm not knocking the art. The art of this trailer and what appears to be featured in the movie looks friggin' fantastic. It really does. We get Sue talking to Reed, obviously. I think these two definitely seem like they got chemistry just based on the quick little images we see, and also we've seen them make appearances and interviews so far. So I like some natural chemistry, not something that feels forced. The 2000 movie, the early 2000s Fantastic Four, it didn't feel like the actor and actress playing Reed Richards and Sue Storm, that they had much chemistry together. So I'm digging it. It seems like there is chemistry. There's naturalness to her. Here he is. He's talking about like before how he cared about her before she could turn invisible, before Grimm was a rock. All these things here. I mean, Ben is rocking his overcoat, his hat. He's wearing regular clothes like he would in comics. I mean, that's I'm like, don't get me wrong, they're doing an amazing job. Yeah, it makes sense considering they are restarting the series. Yep. I mean, they do a great job with this, kind of making Ben look like he did in the comics, because he would wear regular clothes eventually, And this is a little bit of a sad reminder, because you get to see a picture, and there's obviously TVs for sale in this store. The person on the left is who Ben looked like before he was turned into your everybody's blue-eyed, ever-loving thing. And again, I like the suit styles here. I'm not too sure what the representation of this gold piece and the little gold chain around the necks are. I'm not too sure what that's about. I mean, that right there, let's just go back. Can we, where he's obviously, you can see part of his silhouette of his reflection hitting the screen while he's looking at what used to be his face. This is great here. This is great art, and it shows you just it's conveying to me. It conveys emotion, but again, emotion isn't enough to get you psyched for a movie. I mean, we're claiming. I think a lot of us are apprehensive because we've seen failures happen before. We've had trailers get us psyched, and then when we go see the movie, we get let down badly. I think that's part of my thing. David's Life says, I'm loving the silhouette. There you go. Exactly. I mean, there's some good art styles in here. So far, set design, clothing, wardrobe, the whole aesthetic of it is amazing so far. Okay. Again, here's the thing. You can have an amazing look. You can have stuff look amazing, but guess what? It can still let you down. I mean, just because you take a piece of crap and put a suit on it doesn't make it look fantastic, right? No pun intended. Uh, there we go. I don't know. It's weird. See, the thing is, the actor who's playing Johnny Storm, and of course, we get a great flame on scene here, which is very reminiscent of Chris Evans and his Johnny Storm. But the actor playing him, who most of us know him from Stranger Things, it's just kind of hard to it's just weird seeing him with the bleach blonde hair. I mean, it's almost like, oh, we got 1960s Eminem, especially in a white T-shirt, like 1960s bad clone of Eminem. I'm just saying, don't hate me, because now you're seeing the same thing. That art definitely feels like the 1960s. Makes sense. It really does. It's great though. It's a very clean aesthetic. It doesn't come off cheap. It looks like it could have been yanked out of a Bond film, which looks fantastic. That's how I'm feeling about it. So let's go ahead and continue. The flame on looks good. We get some nice flame type effects here. Johnny just like crashed down in a spacesuit. Johnny shooting up to the sky. Sue in full gear and going out with the powers. No, that's not Freddie Prinze Jr. That is not Freddie Prinze Jr. I'll pull up who it is. Let's go to IMDb. Fantastic Four. We'll go to full cast. Let's go right to the page. So our cast is Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, and Joseph Quinn. Joseph Quinn is our Johnny Storm. Okay, we'll go right here. Joseph Quinn playing Johnny Storm, Human Torch. Now, you will recognize him from, again, Stranger Things. He's been in a bunch of different films. He's a good actor. This is our Johnny Storm. This is how he looks naturally. Okay, so it's not Freddie Prinze Jr. Freddie Prinze Jr. is he's like our age, man. There ain't no way they're getting him on. There ain't no way. But let's get back to the trailer. So we get a little bit of action montage right here. Don't get me wrong. The cinematics, the look of everything looks fantastic. But the thing is, can he keep this up for sequels? Can he keep up that nostalgia? Can he keep up that vibe, that feel for future movies? That's the thing. Sometimes you get an amazing first movie, right? Sometimes you can get an amazing first movie, but then when you go for the sequel, it flops, it falls on its ass, and you're like, geez, am I going to want to invest and watch a third movie? Am I going to want to see more of this? It's like, is this a one-hit wonder? It makes you really ask that. At least that's my take on it. So we get Johnny, like he's up there, and then it almost looks, people have said that this is reminiscent. Let me see if I can zoom it back. People said this is almost reminiscent of Iron Man 1 when he's in the Mark II and he's testing it out. And the higher he reaches, he starts developing icing on the armor, which causes power issues and causes his engines to stall out. And then he falls back to Earth. Some people are wondering, is Johnny doing something else? Is he doing something similar? Is he testing his powers? And then, he's reaching a point, because remember, he's the Human Torch, flame. Fire feeds off of oxygen. When you don't have oxygen, well, fire's going to go out. And that almost makes you think that this is what happens here. But is this like a special outfit that he has, special clothing that it doesn't burn when he's torched out? So that's the question. Is he doing the same kind of thing? Are they going for the same kind of aesthetic? As Iron Man goes up and he has an icing effect, Johnny goes up into the outer atmosphere, runs out of oxygen, so his fire flames out, and now he's just going to fall back to Earth. We get a nice big massive explosion, like a massive attack. Let's go back to this. This is cool. This is something we never saw at least until the sequel to Fantastic Four. Kids clamoring and loving Ben Grimm. We got the 1960s style t-shirts. We got a little Fantastic Four kind of parka hoodie thing going on. And we got these very cool 1960s style plastic masks. It's cool. And we have inclusion. Maybe I can't say that, but I mean, we have a white kid, we have a black kid. For the 60s, this is not something that, historically accurate. There was always divisions. There was always divisions back then. But I'm loving that this is just kids being kids, having a great time, and all rooting for everybody's favorite blue-eyed thing. You gotta love that. Yeah, David's like, yeah, why does he have clothes on when he flames out? Interesting. Well, again, if Reed made clothing or found some kind of material that doesn't burn when Johnny flames out, so he could still wear clothes while still flaming out, or flaming on, I should say. He says, yeah, I can see where it's a reminder to Iron Man 1. Exactly. In David's life, Freddie Prinze Jr. is in his 50s now. Have you ever seen him lately? That dude is old. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He's also a bit salty when it comes to Star Wars now. And we get the Fantastic Four car. Now, this is a different variation of it, so it'd be cool to see if this flies, because definitely take a look at the wheel design. Like right here, we got these kind of these are definitely wings. This is definitely a flight aesthetic. It looks like it's ready to just jump off the ground. It really does. Very cool looking card. Johnny on the move, obviously. We'll talk about John Malkovich in a second. See if we can. Ben in full action. Hey, this looks fantastic. I hate to use the word, but I gotta say, it looks fantastic. It really does. Hey, Sonny. We got Sonny in the chat. Hey, Sonny, hope you're doing good. So we're just going over the Fantastic Four trailer, which personally, I love a lot of the art. I love a lot of the styles, the wardrobes, the set designs, but I'm personally not feeling like, oh, I have to see this as soon as it comes out. I'm more of the mindset that, yes, I will see it at some point when it comes out. That's where I'm at. No, I often seen him recently. I'll imagine him as he was. There you go. I got no faith in this production, but I won't mind being surprised in a positive way. See, that's how I feel. I feel like I want to hope the best for this, but when it comes down to it, the appearance of it looks good, but inside I don't feel a spark. I don't see anything gripping me. David's Life says, I'll see Captain America movie before seeing this. Well, yeah, I'm planning on seeing the Captain America movie, you know? Who knows? Maybe I'll 3D print something for Captain America. I don't know. We'll see. We got John Malkovich. No idea who Malkovich is even playing, but the fact they got Malkovich in a Marvel movie? I mean, hell, we got Ben Kingsley in a couple Marvel movies now, so why not, why not John Malkovich? We'll see. Let's see what else we got going on. We got some action scenes. We got Galactus. We got Galactus showing up in New York City. That's interesting. We get some more images of Sue. We got the Fantastic Four. I'm guessing this is like some kind of like public appearance or something. Because you see them. We get this looks like it's a studio set. We got like the 60s circles and stuff on the arrows. And that's our trailer. Fantastic Four First Steps. John. So yeah, that was it. That's the trailer. Personally, it doesn't do much for me, guys. It really doesn't. It doesn't do a damn thing for me. It looks fantastic art style. The art, the wardrobe, the designs, they look friggin' fantastic. They look great. But I mean, hell, you can make a car look like a work of art on the outside, but it could run like a piece of crap on the inside. That's not going to make people want that. Oh, do I want something nice and shiny just to sit in my driveway and not ever use it anywhere? No, you don't. Ultra Carzilla says, from what we see with Galactus, I hope First Steps version of Galactus puts the Rise of the Silver Surfer version Galactus to shame. It would be cool. I mean, seeing Galactus there, he looks a bit small. He looks a little bit small, but we don't see the full scope of him. We just see kind of like his crown, his head, the back of his head. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what they actually do with it, guys. It's going to be really interesting to see what they do with it. And a little reminder, guys, if anyone wants to join the stream, the link is in the video description below. So go ahead and click on that and jump on in. So we have about 10 people watching right now. I need some thumbs up in the chat if you guys want me to crack open this Captain America hot toy. Let me know. If you guys are ready for me to crack open that Captain America hot toy, give me a thumbs up, give me a hell yeah, and let me know. See here. Hashtag me too, Sunny Sundries. I don't like the full suit on the thing. I don't mind it. I think the problem is we're accustomed to seeing the thing a certain way. Okay? We're accustomed to seeing him. I'm going to pull up some images right now. So we're just going to go back to our good friend Google. Obviously, this was him from. This was the thing in the 2015 Fantastic Four, which I mean, he looked terrible. This was Michael Chiklis in the earlier 2000s Fantastic Four, and this was a more practical suit. We had somewhat of an eyebrow, but the brow that we're getting now is like this. You know, we're getting more. And the thing is, here there are plenty of comic book images we can take a look at. Let's click on images. So this is what Sonny's talking about, or Rolando's talking about. The full costume's a little weird because we're used to seeing this. We're used to seeing this, or we're used to seeing this. We're used to seeing him just in his trunks. This is kind of what we're used to seeing. Even in the movies, we're used to seeing something like this with the Fantastic Four on the belt. We're used to seeing that. Okay. We're not necessarily used to seeing him like this. Here's Michael Chiklis in the second movie. He's wearing some clothing, But see, that's the thing. Or we're used to seeing him in like kind of a sleeveless tank, if you will. We're used to seeing stuff like this. I mean, here's some older Marvel Legends, We're used to seeing that. That's the look we're used to. These are previous action figures. We're used to seeing that. That's what we're used to seeing. We're not used to seeing him in full clothing. Once in a while, we would see that in comics, right? And once in a while, in the in the comic books, we would see that. But it's definitely a different aesthetic. And here we go. We see more of the practical mask and head on there. I'm wondering just how heavy that was, how much he was roasting in it. Those cannot be good things right there. So we'll see what happens. This is the Fantastic Four, obviously from 2016 or 2015. We get the Johnny Storm suit. This was our Mr. Fantastic, and this was our thing. So I mean, definitely good reasoning right there. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, I until we see what happens, I'm not going to be psyched. Some people wanted Cena as the thing. I mean, that could have been interesting. Julian McMahon was an awesome Doctor Doom. And obviously, we're not having Doctor Doom this time around. Or will we? Maybe he'll just be like a little side villain, you know, what's his name from Hammer, from Hammer Tech or something. I don't know. Maybe he'll be like a little side villain we don't see come to fruition until the next movie or so. Uh, there we go. We got the 2000s Michael Chiklis. We got Jessica Alba, Chris Evans, and I'm blanking on his name. It's something Ian something. I can't remember his name. I mean, like I don't know. It's just nobody's done the slam dunk on the Fantastic Four, and it's going to be interesting to see what really happens. It's going to be interesting to see what happens moving forward. So I know a lot of people are psyched for it. I'm not really all that psyched. I mean, I have my fingers crossed. I'm hoping for a really good movie. I'm hoping for a good movie, but we'll see if we get a good movie or not. I mean, that's just going to be something we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Here we go. Ultra Godzilla. I prefer Julian McMahon's portrayal of Doctor Doom than Toby Kent. Exactly. 100%. I'm 100% on the same page with you right there. Julian McMahon was great at being a villain, but of course he had practiced being a villain. He played a friggin' demon on Charms for a number of years in like the late '90s, early 2000s. I mean, he just had that aesthetic, and then when he was on the show Nip Tuck, he was kind of an ass of a guy. So I mean, we'll see what happens. So yeah, that is our. I think Eben Moss was the guy who played. I think he was also in Punisher. Let me see if I'm right. Okay, let's go back. Okay, Ebon Moss Bach. Let's see, what has he appeared in? Yep, that was him in Punisher. He was in the Punisher series. Yep, there we go, season 2. Was that season 2 or season 1? Yep, that was him. There you go. So, a Marvel actor getting recycled. Not the first time we've seen that. Not the first time we have seen that, guys. So, um, let's go ahead. We're going to actually take this out. There we go. Now, those that missed the beginning of the show, I was showing off some 3D printing stuff we've been doing here in the Dimension. Little ice dial piece, like for Superman. I'm going to work on a few different things. I'm actually thinking of doing this with a transparent filament to give more of a crystal aesthetic. I also printed because you guys know I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, but I'm also a Philadelphia Eagles fan. That's right, I printed Thor's hammer. Not bad without having to do some polishing, some sanding on it. There are some rough spots. You can see some of it. I got to work on this, but hey, for a nice little prop just to have on display, Fly Eagles Fly, there you go. So I've been working on a lot of different stuff here in the Dimension, guys. Guys, if you guys want me to do the Captain America unbox, give me a thumbs up. If not, I will save that for a separate video that I will record. But what is going on with everyone? How is everyone's week going? Are you guys psyched for the Super Bowl? Are you kind of just fed up with the Eagles, or not the Eagles, but with the Chiefs? Are you just kind of over the NFL right now, or maybe nobody here is a fan? Let me know. Ultra Garzilla is giving me a thumbs up. And with you guys here in the chat, I want you to please sound off in the chat for me. Tell me, would you guys prefer if I streamed on Monday nights, or do you want me to continue on Tuesday nights? Please let me know in the comments section below. Again, if you're rewatching this, please let me know in the comments section below. Do you guys want me to stay on Tuesday nights, or would you prefer we did Monday nights? Maybe stream while watching Monday Night Raw, and we can talk, we can discuss, we can do unboxes, or we can talk tech toys or talk while watching Monday Night Raw, do a little reaction stream and just a hangout session. Let me know in the comment section below or in the chat, guys. So far, we have one thumbs up. I'm going to need more than one thumbs up if anyone wants me to open up the Captain America hot toy. And Rolando, what are you saying hello yeah for? Let me know. Ultra Carzilla says, I honestly would prefer to keep it on Tuesdays. Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of people who do premieres and do streams on Tuesdays that kind of make it hard for me to, because I want to get the channel to grow as much as I possibly can, but it just seems as of lately, the viewer account is a little bit low, and I'm trying to do everything we can because I really want things to go. David's Life says, yeah, I think Rolando meant to say hell yeah. Rolando says autocorrect, hell yeah. Hell yeah to what? Hell yeah, you want me to open up the hot toy, or are you just doing hell yeah as a Stone Cold style? Let me know. I missed your final thoughts on the trailer. I'll rewind. Honestly, David, my final thoughts on the trailer are this. It's visually pleasing. It looks like it looks from the art style, from everything. It looks like it has the potential to be in a great film. I just don't feel it. I don't feel it in my bones. I don't have a vibe going on. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping for the best. I'm expecting the worst, but I'm hoping for the best. That's all any of us can do with anything, whether it comes to life or toys, anything. Oh, by the way, David, are you going to be are you planning any trips to the Buffalo Convention Center for Motorama in March? Let me know. So here we are, guys. We have well, let's give you guys a second view. Let's see if we can get this both on. Okay, let's do this. So here we go. Let's just raise that up just a little bit. So here we are. We got the Captain America 2012 version. This is from Endgame. This is when the Avengers go back in time and our Cap has to kind of disguise himself as his younger self to steal Loki's scepter so he can actually get the Infinity Stone, and then they can go ahead and, fix everything. So I got this at a local shop, David's Life. You might have heard of that 80s toy shop here in Buffalo, so I went and got this there. Actually got a pretty good deal on this, so we're going to go ahead, and if you notice, everything is still packed inside. So we're going to open this up. Now, I do not have this version of him, so that's going to be interesting. Let's go ahead and we'll aim this back down. There we go. I'm talking so much I need a sip. And guys, go ahead and check out David's Life. He actually did a stream at the Buffalo Auto Show 2025. It was a great show. Smaller than I remember. If you're interested, there's a link right there. Go ahead and click on it. David's Life does a lot of travel vlogs around the Western New York, Buffalo area. He goes on, just cruises around the area, checking out all the various sites. I'm going to set that off to the side. And by the way, guys, I'm going to have some polls in the next few weeks talking mainly about, well, I want to vote on the next hot toy we're going to unbox, because I still have a few. What is all that? Oh, here's the case for this scepter. We got our base right here. That looks pretty cool. So we can have Cap holding this or holding it this way. A nice little hard foam right here to hold the scepter in. Very cool, guys. What do you guys think so far? I tried looking for you, but I guess we missed each other. What happened is I'm actually going to be at the Motorama that is happening in March at the Buffalo Convention Center. The Buffalo Ghostbusters will be there with a certain vehicle that you guys should not be surprised to see. So let's go ahead and see, can we get this to plug in right? There we go. Now, of course, we don't get anything fancy here. It's just as Captain America. We get our Captain America logo here, Avengers Endgame. And, of course, we get the crotch grabber. Everyone knows the crotch grabber. There you go. Let's set that off to the side. Glad, thanks for clearing up. I'm glad I didn't miss you. Yeah, Buffalo Ghostbusters are going to be at the Buffalo Convention Center for Motorama, which is going to have a lot of cool concept cars. It's going to have all like the special themed cars that everyone loves to see. So it's going to be a fun time. And I'm actually trying to work on some 3D props. So we'll see what happens. There we go. Let's take a look at this. Now, I didn't mind this suit. But this is not my favorite Captain America suit. My favorite Captain America suit is actually from the Captain America: The First Avengers, and also he rocked that suit again in Winter Soldier. But there you guys can see, nice, good, nice. I like the different coloring on the gloves here. You get the blue aesthetic on the inside. Never knew they had that. Very kind of Stark-esque, I guess. There we go. We got Loki's scepter right there. Does this extend or anything? Any movement on this? No. This is very light, by the way. Very light. I wish there was like a little switch, like a little LED to make the stone glow. That would be pretty cool. But I get that that's not a thing. There you guys go. Very cool aesthetic. Some of the designs on the handle or the staff part of the scepter, it's almost reminiscent of Stargate. Anyone who's a big Stargate fan, it looks like a lot of the lines you would see on some of the staff weapons, just slightly. Okay, we got our shield all in one piece, and of course this part actually unbuckles, buckles in and buckles out. There you go. Shield looks friggin' fantastic. Oh, there is no. That was just a piece of hair. I thought there was a scratch on the shield. There we go. I like all the detail here. Give you guys a little look. Come on, camera. There we go. But you guys can see. Very cool detail right here. Love it. Now, we have Cap with his cowl on, his helmet, if you will. And then we also have Chris Evans' head sculpt. I will say this, the Chris Evans head sculpt is always fantastic. I mean, obviously this is Chris Evans, but part of it looks a little different. Now, looking at this, you can definitely see, this is definitely Chris Evans. And if you were to take this head sculpt on your own and age it, it can definitely look like a go-between between the old man Steve at the end of Endgame, and of course the Steve we have here. So there we go. We got Captain America right there. Soft goods all around. We can actually see how this kind of slides up. The little shin guard, if you will. I like the designs here. We got like little stitching that does like the faux zippers right here. We get that in a few different spots. I think I'm almost preferring him with the helmet on, but we're going to pop the head off. There we go. Will I be able to pop that on? Oh, there you go. It doesn't look bad. I kind of like this, but I think I prefer if I have him running around with the scepter in the case. I think I want him with the helmet. And now I did notice that we don't get any additional accessories, which is a little bummer. Like we don't get Steve holding the compass with Peggy's picture in it. That would have been cool, because of course there is that moment when he does that. So pop the head back off. We'll lay it back there. We'll pop the hooded. And what's great is with this one, with the 2012, you are you're getting the same version from Avengers, the first Avengers, that is. And also you're getting something that fits the Endgame aesthetic. So if you're doing an Endgame collection, this definitely fits in place. He says, fun. I'll see what I can do. Maybe we'll finally meet in person. There you go. We got nerd affiliated. Archer, you just totally missed it. We spent, maybe a good 20 minutes? We probably spent about a good 20 minutes, just under a half hour, talking the Fantastic Four trailer. talking about how it looks visually amazing as far as the art design, wardrobe, the special effects, everything looks great aesthetic wise. But personally, I I'm not feeling it. I'm worried. I think part of it is I have a worry about the movie itself. We've had some very beautiful trailers in the past, but when it comes to that, I think a lot of us are worried about being let down. We're worried about being let down, and that's something that is not good. I mean, that is no bueno. Uh, we've had so many movies that look fantastic, that look amazing, that we just don't want to be disappointed again. Because who wants to be disappointed? I mean, really. There you go. So we'll open up the case. How does this go in? There we go. There we go. We got Loki's scepter right here. And like we got the little diamond plate. Nice aesthetic going on here. So just to show you guys, you can carry this with this handle or with this handle. So it's got everything there, guys. Now I was tempted to try and see if I can get another one of these because I kind of wanted to do the scene where the two caps are fighting each other. I thought that would have been hilarious. See, Archer's on the same page as me. Yeah, I don't trust them. It didn't get me hyped. I mean, it looks visually beautiful. From the cars to the clothing to just the overall aesthetic, the vibe, the visual vibe of everything. But I don't know, something, it feels like it's missing something. I don't know what, and part of me doesn't trust it. I know that sounds bad, but part of me just doesn't trust it. Let's swap out his hand because we want something that can carry that case. Okay, we got a fist. We got kind of like grabbing. Let's see, will this work? Yeah, that's going to work. There we go. So yeah, we can have, let's just angle this up just a little bit. So yeah, we could have him right there, and we're going to rig up this shield so he can have it on this arm. But I like it. I like it a lot. I really like the Captain America here. Not my first Captain. Probably won't be my last. I would love to get my hands on Sam Wilson, Captain America, but a couple issues with that. One, he takes up a lot of damn space. That's one thing. He takes up a crap ton of space. So that's one concern I have. Okay, so let's see if we can... Yeah, we're going to have to take this hand off. There we go. Yeah, Archer says it didn't get him hyped, and I'm of the same boat. I'm of the same boat. Something about it it felt lacking, if that makes any sense. To me, it just feels lacking. I think that, and I just don't want disappointment. I don't want more disappointment. We've already had quite a bit when it comes to Marvel. Now, I'm not talking about No Way Home, because that was That was just amazing. No pun intended. Uh, see what I did there? Um, but well, that was no fun. Get that back on. So I mean, there's this. Oh, there now it comes off. Freak. I mean, I'm just I'm leery of it because, like we said, Marvel has not had the greatest track record. They've had hits and misses when it comes to movies. Deadpool notwithstanding. Let me see. I might have to rotate him around to get the hand to pop in on the pin. Shot spot. Let's just do it this way. I mean, my thing is maybe I've lost some trust when it comes to certain movies of Marvel. I mean, Love and Thunder didn't do much good. Eternals, well, Eternals was Eternals, and that was we all know how I feels about that. It was a disappointment. Let's be honest. Eternals was just a flop. Come on. See if I can get the shield. 2. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with this. But that's definitely how I'm gonna get him to position on is I just have to I want to get the shield up. You gotta watch out for got America's ass right here. The last good MCU movie was Deadpool and Wolverine, which I still enjoy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Deadpool was standing. The last really good one. I mean, aside from Deadpool and Wolverine, what was the last one you really enjoyed? Huh? I want to know what you guys are thinking. What's the last Marvel movie, with the exception of Deadpool, that you really enjoyed? I know most people are either going to say Guardians, Guardians 3, which was the farewell, which I can see why some people would say that. Uh, I can't co-sign on that. I can't sign off on that, Ricardo. I'm sorry. Or sorry, not Ricardo, Rolando. I can't sign off on that. Just can't. Well, that's disappointing. Now I know why I got this for such a good deal. One of the teeth broke on the strap. So I'm going to have to get creative. That's lousy. Yeah, that is That's lousy right there. I can fix it, but it just sucks. It sucks that I kind of have to go through that. Yeah, one of the teeth broke off right there. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why this was on sale. Got it from the local shop, and apparently that was a little issue. I don't like what they did with Adam Warlock. Yeah, Warlock was wasted. He was totally wasted. I don't mean beverage wise. I mean he was just. It was just a waste. It was a waste for him, and there's nothing we can do to fix that. There just isn't. Let's see here. Oh, so that's part of the issue too. Apparently, when I bought this, now this one, the teeth are fine, but when I try to buckle it in, it goes in, but then it comes back out again. So yeah, so it looks like that 80s toy shop sold me damaged goods. That's fun. That's entertaining. Yep. So that's what's going on here. I'm going to have to see. This is definitely going to be something I don't wind up ever selling. So looks like I'm going to have to get creative with some adhesive. So that just sucks. Can I move these straps around? Let me see if I can. No, it's the teeth. They are just they're not going to snap back in. Okay, so that's disappointing. I didn't buy this brand new from a sideshow. I bought this from a local place, and that goes to show you don't buy hot toys locally unless you know it's a very reputable and reliable local spot. Education. Don't forget regarding entertaining uh, and educational regarding entertaining. LOL. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm going to have to fix this. I'm going to do that off camera. That's just a disappointment. But all things aside, this is a very cool cap. We got the scepter. We could also have him holding the scepter too. I can always do that. But there you go. Captain America. I do like the stitching on him. They gave him the zipper right here. Ultra Carzil says, okay, I have to go now. Get my rest. I will see you guys next time. Yeah, I will be reviewing to see if we need to move to another night. Because as I said, I am seriously considering Monday nights. But we'll see what happens. Friday nights, that won't be possible because we do the Outer Dimension podcast on Friday nights at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, so please join us. Monday night seems plausible, maybe Wednesdays. But see, Wednesdays are hard because I get done with work around 9:05ish, and then I get to have dinner. So Wednesdays it's just a really late night for me, and I probably would be drained from work. I like the vibe we have. I just wish we can get a little bit more viewership going on. But I know that Tuesdays are filled with a lot of streamers. So it is hard. Now, here's a question for you guys who are still in the chat. I have Spider-Man integrated suits, and I have Doctor Strange, both from No Way Home. What should be the next unbox I do? I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below or in the chat. But guys, it's getting a little late. I'm actually a little run down myself. I really haven't been sleeping well recently, so we're going to go ahead and shut the stream down. Guys, if you like this stream, give me that thumbs up. If you're on Replay Squad, leave the hashtag Replay Squad in the comment section below. Again, guys, don't forget and I do mean every Thursday, go check out Nerd Affiliated. Hey Archer, go ahead and check them out every Thursday night at 8:15 p.m.-ish Eastern on the Hey Archer Nerd Affiliated Network. There you go. Go ahead and check him out. And he's always got something going on. And I know last week he was talking about the new Spider-Man cartoon, which I have yet to watch. Maybe I'll watch that after this stream. We'll see. Not necessarily close up. There you go. But we'll see what happens with that. But like I said, every Friday night, Outer Dimension Podcast, 10:30 p.m. Eastern on the Outer Dimensions Podcast channel on YouTube. So go like and subscribe. And guys, there's always going to be more content coming through the pipeline. I actually have a unbox video to upload to YouTube, so that's going to be popping out. Probably I'll drop that on Thursday. We will be dropping a new tech video, guys. Here's your early warning. The iPhone is going bye-bye. It's going bye-bye. We have a new device coming into the dimension, and we'll be doing a little unbox video on that. So, guys, please stay tuned. And don't forget, it's registration time for Ride for Roswell. So you know what that means. Stream for the Cure is going to be gearing up. Now, I want to put this out to anyone and everyone who is watching. Anyone who wants to be a part of Stream for the Cure, please email me at davesdimension78@gmail.com. Again, if anyone wants to be a part of my endeavors for fundraising for Ride for Roswell, please email me at davesdimension78@gmail.com. That is Dave's Dimension as one word, davesdimension78@gmail.com. And also, you can always message me on Instagram at Daves_Dimension. But I really want to get a team together because I am tooling around with the possibility of doing a 24-hour live stream. That's right. We're talking about doing 24 hours nonstop on Dave's Dimension. What I would like to do is I want to feature other channels to help raise money for the Ride for Roswell, which benefits Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Institute. I have a couple family members who themselves are in the midst of a battle. But you guys know I've always been very passionate about this cause. This year is going to be no different, although one big difference is we are not doing the Canadian routes. We're not riding through Canada this time around. I've done it the last two times. This time we're looking at doing a 35-mile or a 45-mile country route. And of course, you guys know I'm going to bring you along for that ride. I'm going to record the entire ride with my trusty GoPro, along with the new mobile command center. If you don't know what the mobile command center is, that's what I refer to it as my phone. So, but guys, we have a lot coming through the pipeline. I really want everyone to be involved as much as humanly possible. I want you guys to help me out. Like I said, we're aiming for a 24-hour stream. I'm also looking to do maybe a Hot Ones fundraiser special. I'm looking to raise money, some additional money for Ride for Roswell by doing the Hot Ones. If you don't know the Hot Ones challenge, go ahead and search it on YouTube. It's where usually one or two people are being interviewed, and they're doing different sauces on different chicken wings. And so they get, like, each level gets higher, spicier, hotter, hotter, and hotter, and hotter, until, like, you hit the entire gambit. So how many people would like to see me torture myself by doing the Hot Ones? Let me know in the comment section below. But again, guys, please reach out to me at davesdimension78@gmail.com. What I want to do is I want to get a group of people together. I want to get a couple people and give them admin rights for that stream. So they'll be able to take over, run the stream. If I need to run to the bathroom or run and get some food and then come back, someone else will be able to control the stream remotely. So I'm looking for organizers and maybe a producer or two to help me out with the stream. So please let me know if anyone wants to do that. Let me know in the comment section below. But honestly, the best way I want people to do that is by emailing me at davesdimension78@gmail.com. I have not set a goal yet this year. Mrs. Dimension is doing her own ride for Roswell, as she always does. And I'm trying to see if I can get some people locally who to join up together, but we'll see what happens. There's a lot of moving pieces. Last year was not the greatest year for fundraising. I get 2024 was a crap year. Hoping 2025 is a better year. Although this year, I mean, we've had a lot of crazy stuff happen in 2025. There's been snowstorms all throughout the Carolinas. We had of course, the fires through California. It's just been a crazy, chaotic year. The thoughts and prayers go out to all the families of those who died in the 2 plane crashes that took place this past week. Or the past week or two. It's just been very insane. But guys, help me, help Roswell. Let me ride for a cure and let's raise some money. We have an Ahsoka hot toy that we are giving away. It's never been opened. It's still in its shipper. And we're going to be giving that away. So we're going to have some prizes. We might not have all the crazy prizes we normally do, but oh damn. Archer says he had an earthquake up where he is. So yeah, I mean, 2025 has already been a really crazy, psychotic year, but I'm hoping you guys come out, help us make a difference. Help me, help Roswell, and let's ride for a cure. We're trying to raise some money for them this year. Last year, like I said, was not the greatest year. I was actually considering canceling Stream for the Cure, but after some deliberations, we're still going to push forward because it's about the cause, and we're never going to give up on that cause. Never. So, guys, until next time, you know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time. Keep on busting. And I'm always going to catch you guys on the flip side. Take care, guys.
Stepped into days and that shit's so wild, where chaos rules and sanity's exiled. Tech toys and gadgets fill the